Hello, my name is Ilona and it's Friday, November 11th. It's a very interesting day and a very interesting number. This is not going to be a video with card readings. I really just wanted to talk about something I have noticed in the community that a lot of people are losing hope. A lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are just taking it out on everyone, and a lot of people are becoming depressed, which means they are not expressing themselves. And this is a very hectic time. I understand that people are losing hope, that they're not seeing anything, at least they are not seeing. I see a lot of things happening, but I understand that people want certain things to happen. They don't believe the white hats are really here to help us, and they're part of the dark energies, and we're falling for a trap. I understand that. I understand the frustration, the fear, the distrust, but really this is about the great awakening of us. We need to wake up. And I'm sure a lot of people here in the community are like, yeah, well, we are awake, but this is about being aware. This is about starting to become mature, emotionally mature, dealing with your frustrations, dealing with your anger, your fear, your distrust, all these things that come up. It is so important that we face them, that we feel through them, so we become stronger, so we embrace all these parts. Yesterday I was confronted with a very angry part in myself, and I was like, oh great, that's coming up again and I need to work on that. That is fine. This is really a period, especially with all these energies, the full moon. We had a moon eclipse, of course, Tuesday. This is time to really work with all these negative energies that are coming up now. We need to face them in ourselves. This isn't about cleaning up around us. This is about cleaning up ourselves, dealing with all these dark things. We still carry around certain skeletons we have in our closet. It is time to face that. It is time to deal with that. It is time that we become emotionally adults. I still see people acting like children, just calling other people names, cursing. And I'm not going to say that I'm a saint on that terrain, that I don't sometimes use, certain words, but see what's going on. There's so much frustration behind that. And if you just take away that frustration, at least I'm noticing that I'm using different words. It's almost the more balanced I feel, and the stronger I get. I can just say, no, I'm not going to do this. I don't have to burn someone to the ground. I don't have to unleash myself. I can just say, no, I'm not going to do that. And I can just walk away. Things are triggering me. It's time for me to look inside. It's very important, especially now. Things are coming up. This is really about, and I want to emphasize that, and I emphasized this in a lot of videos. This is about us. And I see the white hats as people and of course off-worlders that help us. And it's necessary. There are certain things I don't see myself going around in tunnels and cleaning up. We need help with that, especially when there are also different entities from different dimensions involved in that. We need off-worlders from different dimensions to help us out with those weapons, with those entities. So I see them as helping us. I see them as an extension of the waking up process of humanity. So we create, and of course that's what the dark energies, that's why they need us. They need our energy to create for them. They are not capable of doing that anymore. They don't have that connection with source anymore, or they stepped away from that connection. So they don't get the energy anymore. They need us for that. So this waking up process has been going on for a long time. So I see the white hat as a representation of that waking up process. We are starting to manifest more and more that we want to wake up. We want to get rid of all these corrupt systems. So we are creating that. And by creating that, we are creating people that help us, situations in our world to help clean us up. That's how I see the white hats, as an extension of our, how do you say this? By changing the way we look, becoming aware of what we want, and we don't want those corrupt systems anymore, we start changing reality. We start manifesting that we don't want these corrupt systems anymore. We want to get rid of these corrupt systems. We want something else. And by doing that, and by, how do you say this, radiating that, by changing our energies, there's a big community of people that want change. So we're going to see that because our energies is focused on change. And I see the white hats as an extension of that. So I do use white hat and black hats, obviously. I have black and white. But I more use it because it's easier, because people will understand what I'm talking about. You know, the white hats are here to help. They are the all-folders that help us, the people in the military that help us, and then we have the dark energies, and they, of course, are not helping us. They want to control us. And it is a possibility that part of the white hats may be part of the dark energies. They may be part of the false light. You can find a lot of information about false light that the dark energies will use sometimes, like it will seem like someone benevolent, maybe benevolent off-worlders, but they happen to be part of the dark energies as well, and they try to rein in people, control over people by pretending to be good, and ultimately it's another control system. That's the false light. But I just want to focus on, if we, each and every one of us, really could start working with our own energies, not the dark energies nor the false light will be able to use our energy. That's why the most important task we have is to really embrace our energies, understand we are spiritual beings, we are connected to God, we are connected to Source. That's actually where our power is, where our energies is. And if we start embracing everything in ourselves, also the dark parts, if we start transforming them, feeling through them, we can use the energy, our energy, to start manifesting this beautiful new world we all want, or at least most of us want. The false light and the dark energies won't be able to hook up to us anymore. They won't be able to use our energies. We're pulling the plug out of that. So they won't be able to build a new matrix. So even if part of the white hats are part of the dark energies, if we stand in our own strength, in our own energy, if we use our energy only for what we want, what we truly want, they can't do a thing. So we don't have to be afraid that we're going to be caught in another trap if we step it up. And that's what this is all about. We need to start really dealing with ourselves. The stronger we'll get, the less we have to be afraid. We don't have anything to be afraid of. We are children of God. We are connected to God. There is nothing outside of ourselves that could do something to us. Nothing outside of ourselves is going to save us. The white hats are not here to save us. They are here to help us. We need to save ourselves. I want to emphasize that in this video, and I've done that in many videos, but that's what this is about. It's about learning to deal with these things. It's really about cleaning up ourselves so we will see it around us, and then of course the entire matrix, all the dark energies and the false light will collapse because we clean up our own energy. They don't have anything in, they won't be able to use it anymore because they use our energy to create this thing around us and to keep everything in a low frequency. So we are in a low frequency. But if we feel through everything and really connect with who we truly are, spiritual, beautiful being we are, they won't be able to hold us. There's no low frequency that will be able to control us. So there is ultimately nothing to be afraid of if we go inward. That's what this is about. This is the Great Awakening. It's not a great awakening that we wait what the white hats are going to do. They do their thing and they are necessary. And I see them as an extension of the change we want. By sending out our energy, I'm focused on this new world. So I want these dark energies out of here. I'm cleaning up my own energy so the dark energy inside of me gets cleaned up, so to speak, or gets balanced. It's more like transforming and balancing things. That's what this is about. So it will disappear around my world as well. And a lot of people are working with that. There are a lot of people already working on that 40 years ago. They have been already paving the way for this and paving the way for this immense movement, like the White Hats and like the people, the Trufa community. They've been working towards that for a long time. So I see it as an extension of this change that we want. Because we start focusing on different things, we want a different energy. And a lot of us want a different energy. We're going to see that because we are the creators. And we create, whether we are conscious or unconscious. But lately, a lot of people are very consciously creating this new world. And I have mentioned that the energy is already there. But I have to say, I'm changing it a bit to it's inside of ourselves. We need to really turn inside of ourselves. That's where the change is going to be. We don't have to look outside of ourselves for anything. It's inside of ourselves. It's the connection with God, with our intuition. And we really have to look at a certain way of thinking we still have that could hold us down. We need to look at certain pain, certain anger, fear, but also, I just want to emphasize that as well, because it may seem like I'm only focused on the shadow part. That's not it. But a lot of the shadow part has been pushed away. That's why it's in the shadow. But I've noticed myself, the more I'm dealing with my fears, I'm dealing with my anger, my frustration, the stronger I feel and the more confident I am that everything is going to be all right. Because by transforming that, feeling through all these old pains, anger, fear, I am actually returning to the spiritual being I am. I'm returning to my connection with God, with Source. And so I will become stronger. I will become more balanced, and I can see it in the world around me. I feel better. So by doing shadow work, you're actually going to be lighter. You're going to feel more balanced. You're going to be in a happier state. And it's also important to take good care of yourself. Do things you enjoy. It's also important, that part. But I just want to say that as well, because some people are like, well, you only focus on your shadow work, and I don't feel like doing shadow work. That's fine. Everyone has to make a decision in that. But I am emphasizing that that's the work that needs to be done to feel better. You really need to deal with all these dark energies and parts in yourself to really blossom and really grow into these beautiful spiritual beings and creators that we truly are. But the most important thing I just wanted to mention in this video, this is about the great awakening in ourselves. We have the power in ourselves. We don't have to look outside ourselves in any way. It's inside of ourselves. If we connect to God, if we connect to our intuition, if we just embrace all these parts in ourselves, all these parts, all the black and white parts, we will balance, we will be balanced, and we will start manifesting what we truly want, because we will manifest from this balanced position, because that's what this, and we manifest our energies. So if we are balanced ourselves and feel just this trust and we know everything is going to be all right, that is what we're manifesting. That's the beauty of this. So I just wanted to emphasize that this is really about the journey inside of ourselves, and see what comes up, see what triggers you. Also focus on fun things to do, because we really need some fun in this world. It's so important to laugh and also enjoy people that are like-minded. And this is in a way a wonderful time, an incredible spiritual time, but this is the Great Awakening. No one is going to save us. We are going to save ourselves. And isn't that incredible? We have it all inside of ourselves. We don't have to look outside of ourselves. We've got it all inside of ourselves. And that's such a beautiful position. So we don't have to be afraid anymore of the dark energies or the false light. We use our own energy. No one else can use it. Very important. I want to leave it at this. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.